Good afternoon, and welcome to DieDragonDie presents the Legends campaign. I'm your host and DM, Marty, and also your overfed and underslept monkey. So, I'll blame that on a video game called Stellaris. Freaking awesome. I was up till 7 a.m. this morning playing it because it was Friday, and by the time I finished everything I needed to do to get ready for a game, it was about 1 in the morning, and I'm like, well, I'll do a few turns of Stellaris.
Just one more turn.
Yep.
3 hours later.
Oh god. Well, it's not really turns, it's more like just one more month.
Well, yeah, it's one more month or one more sort of pause before you have to kind of like reconfigure everything and then unpause. A brilliant game for anyone who's into 4X type games. This one sort of blows it all away.
That sounds dirty.
You know, it's not triple X games; they're 4X games.
Yeah,
I know. That's why
different.
it sounds dirty.
25% or 33%.
Well, it
X.
is okay. I guess the weirdest thing that happened so far in my game of Stellaris is that I started off with the humans, and I want to be like these really asshole humans that would just go out and conquer everything. And then our first contact is with the cute little fuzzy Vulpano fox people. I'm like, aw. Yeah, I could see them in our empire. They could be like our mascot people, or you know, if you were furry, you know, entertainment. So then I ended up kind of building my empire around their couple of cute little worlds, and basically protecting them from like the mollusk people and the and from like the fungus people. I'm like, nope, you can't touch the fox people.
Ugly people will die. You're cute though. You get to live.
Then I adjusted my policy. I'm like, okay, mammals are okay. And then I met the goat people. I'm like, you guys are kind of retarded, because they were acting retarded and losing half their empire to the mollusk people, and I wasn't too sure what to do with them. Eventually I had to break diplomatic ties because they were so weak, and I had to concentrate my diplomacy on other areas. But yeah, it was hilarious. It's a hilarious game, and it's one of those games where it's so detailed at every little level, and it's not really clicky like some of the 4X games where you burn out your hand clicking through menu screens. And then, as John put it, the story sort of unfolds with what happens in the game. Like, you can kind of there's a narrative that unfolds about your spacefaring empire. Like, it's not
like
an
recently I got in trouble because I was trying to develop sentient AI because I was relying really heavily on robots to live on crappy planets that I didn't want to live on. And a fallen empire from several thousand years before my race ascended to the stars decided that they didn't want me to develop AI, so they wiped out about 1/10 of my empire in about 2 months with super ships that I lost my entire fleet trying to defend against, and they're just like, no more AI. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry.
So I am rested, but John turned me onto this game that really is.
It was all part of a plan to weaken your reasoning so I can do better in D&D.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, great. Now we're fighting ghosts. Thanks.
I'm glad that you're.
Great job, Mark. That's great.
Why are you blaming Mark?
Mark? Who's Mark? Yeah, blame Mark.
I slept 3 hours, so things might go a little awry today. All right.
Are you saying all of us white people look the same? Oh, man.
He is saying that.
Shut up, Adam.
Well, we all have beards.
Yeah, we all have kind of beards. John and I will go out for a beer sometimes, and people go, "Are you guys brothers?" I'm like, "Well, we're both Scandinavian-ish, and we both have beards."
We're more related to each other than probably somebody else,
Right.
some random person.
Sure. It makes you feel better.
Oh, that's what you did. Sometimes I hate these scanners.
So the server isn't up for map tools yet.
Yeah, I just started it now.
Okay.
Noticed that. So, how was everyone's week?
Interesting.
Fucking busy as hell.
What's going on, Mark?
You
Yeah,
bastard.
well, I had that stuck in my head all week. It was the soundtrack to my week, so everything I did, it sounded. If I felt like an idiot. Like I'm trying to do karate, damn it!
Oh, you're back in karate, Mark?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm back.
Did they
See, he could have said that last week instead of meh.
Did they let you keep your belt like from the previous time? Do you lose or demote your belt, or do you have to reprove that you're at the quality that you are, or is it just sort of a?
No, they'll let you, as long as you're not terrible. They'll let you keep. It'll just be longer until you can go for the next one.
Got it. How's the move going? Or it's not yet?
Well, it's not yet. It's a couple weeks. So.
I think that's what Adam's doing right now. I think he's in the middle of a move. So he said he'll be on later.
Right.
Who's going to play Uker tonight?
Not it. I got a tree and a tree and an idiot.
I'll play Uker.
Okay.
Put an end to this time bomb that is his character.
and then who wants to control Lokrik in battle?
Lokrik? Oh, the dwarf, the bard.
Yeah.
He's a bard dwarf.
Yeah, he's a bard.
Yeah.
I'm
guess.
telling you, that's how our party dies. Marty's gonna dominate person, Uker, and Uker's gonna wipe us out.
Fuck that! I'm gonna run.
Okay, think about Oberon and Lokrik. Why don't we finish with the weeks? I'm jumping way ahead. Oh goodness, my brain. All right, Stellaris brain. John, how was your week, man?
It's good. We're really fucking busy this week. Holy shit. We got a whole bunch of stuff trying to figure out. We're trying to redo all our SCCM deployments so we can do Windows 10 rollout for the whole company. And because we haven't decided whether or not we want to roll out Windows 10 yet for everybody or make it an option versus mandatory, we haven't ordered the PCs for the next allocation for all of our studios. And everyone's getting antsy because they don't have any new equipment yet, and they're asking, hey, when are we getting this? When are we getting this? And we're like, oh god.
So lots.
And, yeah, busy. We still have to hire a new service desk manager. We don't have that yet, so there's no one in charge in the global IT. The global IT director is running everything by himself.
To John, is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
How was your week, man?
Crazy as it has been. Still on the same project I've been for the past year and a half, and that was supposed to be done in a month. It is being done in another 8 months. So yeah,
one of those.
I've been delaying so many of my vacations that I'm starting to lose them.
It's just people make assumptions based off of zero information about when they think things should be done, because that's the convenient time that things should be done. And then you actually do the estimates with the engineers. You're like, well, this is 10 times what you know.
Usually what I do is I get somebody to give me my best estimate, and then I double that. What's your best estimate? Okay, I'll double that in my head. Maybe double it again, depending on the person.
it's when you have feelings on how much how long things should take as opposed to data. That's where you get into trouble. So that's the reconciled this at work.
Them, well, I've got a feeling about how much I should get paid for this.
So I take that and I double it.
Okay, so work is enabling our hobby. Let's not talk too much about it, I guess.
I like my job.
Speaking of enabling our hobby, I would like to try to be a sponsored player. So with that in mind, Domino's. Got game? Get Domino's. Official pizza stain of character sheets everywhere.
I like
and I have a hat with all my logos on it, like a NASCAR driver.
Okay.
Powerade. It's like Gatorade, but cheaper.
Mark, what's your new character's name? Pennzoil.
Pennzoil.
Pepsi Max. It doesn't give you cancer. No, this stuff is like more caffeine than a coffee, and they give it to us at work. So if I have 2 or 3 of these during the day, and I have a day where I don't have caffeine, I get caffeine headaches. So yeah, Pepsi Max. For those that don't like coffee,
get out of
here's
Seattle.
a new drug for you.
Yeah. Okay, why don't we do a recap of last game? Last game was kind of... I got the sense that...
I'm ready.
We basically took a mod, or the DM, took a module called the Battle of Blood March Hill, took the map from it and some of the ideas of an orc raid, and adapted it to our own world of Vosgard. basically giving it sort of a Nordic feel to it. You can go back and watch the previous adventures on our YouTube channel. Go to www.DieDragonDie.com. You've got journals and all sorts of stuff there for the story thus far. So we're adapting essentially a Pathfinder module for this particular kind of scene or kind of setup as the characters are introduced to the world of Osgard, specifically the town of Runeshad. So I've renamed a lot of the places on the map. I've adjusted the encounter level to kind of an extreme level because I wanted to represent a really tough challenge for these really powerful characters. Remember, these are proto-heroes, the likes of which you would hear in Greek myth when they sort of realize their potential, if they realize their potential, and that's sort of the thing. Will they succeed or fall? Will they actually find their way in the vast multiverse itself? And so I changed all the names. I changed the encounters, basically kind of saying, well, if the orcs are going to attack, it was probably not a minor raid. This was going to be a major sort of almost assault. The players haven't quite figured out why or what's going on yet, so that's going to be part of tonight. Last game we got halfway through the battle, and I think Ahmed has a pictograph version of recap of last game. I'll give you the more textual contextual version after Ahmed wants to go. So yeah, take it away, Ahmed.
Thank you. For those of those asking or thinking, this is a natural male fur coat that I'm wearing underneath my blue shirt. So this is going to be the highlights.
Very little fur coats.
I can provide you with many.
I
grow them quickly.
I don't want it in the middle.
Hey, insulation. So
I'm like, all right, my fur is light. I can't. The quest.
The quest. Find the 5 signals and light them.
Are those all the characters?
More bars and more places.
The first one.
Nice.
For those of you who know what it is. So archery Olympics. And that's the damage you did. Poof. And then we have our riders.
Mountain Olympics.
Go back to the judges again. Why is one judge puking?
Because it's disgusting. He blew his head off. Next contestant.
Immediately Olympics.
The mountain. Next runner-up. They threw the sign over. That's half of his hat. If you haven't noticed, his hat kind of blew off. And the last, but not least.
I can't take it.
Ta-da! There you go.
Oh god, my face hurts from laughing. Oh jeez.
There you go, guys.
I got another week of that to look forward to.
You got a hairdo.
It's like Ahmed's doing like Peter Griffin mixed with Cartman doing the Game of Thrones, and it makes everything epic, or kind of like mundane things epic.
It's awesome.
Okay, so why don't I provide a little bit of context to that hilarious slideshow and sort of read a bit of the the journal about what happened. So the party pauses briefly on the steps of Sailor Wormbine as they recover from the effects of planar travel, and floods of memories come to their mind. Memories being their backstories and like their lives, which we played through in episodes 2 through 6. Ingrid returns to the hall with throngs of villagers, women, children, elderly, and ushers them inside. She beseeches the party to assist her in lighting the beacons. The saying of the beacon was, "By the light of the sun, guide me at sea," or guide us at sea. The beacons are Klaatu Verata the magical beacons will give the villagers a fighting chance against a foe that can see in the dark, and it's also the signal that they should rally at certain points to defend the town. This attack, of course, happened with the invaders already inside the walls, as it looks like the town was infiltrated beforehand. Crowds gather at the commons for the Jarlson's funeral, begin to spread into the town in panic. The party spots the Jarl and his retinue, plus the young dead lad lying atop an unlit funeral pyre. A funeral pyre that suspiciously looks like it's grandiose for such a young child. Siege weapons rain rocks and fire down upon the inner quarter of the town. The cries of alarm rise as invaders are already inside the walls. When people begin to realize it, the party rushes to the inner quarter and counterattacks the invaders that have taken a tower overlooking the lower quarter. Lemio helps put out the fires at Svartklow's apiary, and stabilizes a heavily poisoned elven druid named Solvamenki. The band rallies the town soldiers and townsfolks and readied themselves as the orcs and a cave giant break through the gates to the inner quarter. With bravery and might, the cave giant is slain and the orcs of the inner gate are defeated. As the party moves to the lower quarter, they spot a wide crack in the cliff above the spring waters. The crack was marked by strange paint that is only visible to those with dark vision, and was opened by rocks hurled by giants and siege weapons. Appearing at the top of the cliff was a dreadful shade called a Nethergeist, or Ghost Eater, that called out to the would-be heroes. Strangely, they could understand the spirit in the same way the strangers could understand each other via the runestones. And I think that's kind of where we left off. If we switch to the main map of what's going on, here's just sort of a recap, kind of in a geospatial way. Here's where the runestone where they arrived. Here's Sailor Wormbine that is constructed out of dragon bones with statues of heroes and gods. Here's where the center of the town where the funeral was, and there's the funerary boat for the Jarlson, who is basically like a 10-year-old lad, not yet a man. Here are the D8 shaped stone structures that are the beacons. The top of which, the top of which is actually made from sunstone. And touching this and casting a light spell actually makes the light spell much larger and perhaps last longer. So these are the things that Ingrid Lyasdottir asked, Paladin of Heimdall asked the party to go about the town in light. They did save one half-orc woman. Apparently there are half-orcs that live amongst the town. They're called Orc Nesker by the locals. And there's one fat priest and a bunch of angry villagers look like they were going to mob her, kind of blaming her for the attack. It seemed to be, at least from what you guys gathered, she seemed to be a simple peasant seamstress or something, and perhaps had nothing to do with it. At least that's what you suspected. And you sent the fat priest running. The party saw the party saw the Jarlson and his consort, plus his small group of soldiers and maybe some visiting warriors. They beelined towards the Jarl's house for some reason when the attack was going on. It was pretty chaotic, given that the invaders were already in the town when the people in the main part of The town actually realized it. The fat priest went into a very fortified building called Katagar Hold, when the party then ran to this eastern tower. At the eastern tower, the soldiers wanted to set up a barricade where people could rally behind, but the party ended up basically doing their Olympics, as Ahmed put it, and charged right into the orcish fray. So all those X's are actually just sort of piles of orcs that we've moved off to the side. They've left some buildings to burn in the meantime. They recaptured this tower, and this gate is where the big fight happened. They've now kind of cautiously gone beyond the gate, sending some orcs running into the water. And then the Nether guys appeared over the top of this cliff, and is looking down at them. It doesn't look like it's like rushing to fight them, but it looks like it's like observing, or perhaps guarding the entrance to this fissure that was opened up by siege engines. The siege engines and giants, if I zoom out, are somewhere way off in the distance here. There was a place called Barterstones that was referred to, that's outside the town walls. There's also, I think by count of it, there are 2 other beacons that have yet to be lit. And Galeth decided to continue moving through the town. He did pass through a building where it looked like people had been killed wholesale, and where the orcs have basically overrun the same party that met them at the gate. But he still hears, and I guess we're going to jump into game, he still hears the sound of combat in several places. So give me a perception check, Galeth, as you're riding ahead of the rest of the party. As we lost John.
No.
And no. Yeah, we did lose him.
Yeah, we did. I have a high perception. Can I try?
Yep.
All right.
I don't know why I
Alright.
keep disconnecting. Are you guys disconnecting? Because I keep...
No, that's
can you
you.
hear us? I can hear you. Can you hear us, John? Maybe a
We
new.
lost him again.
Alrighty then. Now we'll roll my perception check. I'll focus. And roll normally. 1d20. That's everything I got. Huzzah! Natural 1. I fall. Stop my throwing here, nothing.
Okay, I'm just making sure that I did start the local recording. I had a brain panic where I'm like, oh, I didn't record, and then I looked over, I'm like, no, it is recording. So
Good. Hey, Cyrix is here.
hey, Sark, how's it going? John is fighting with his internet. Which is different. Like, John lives in Seattle and I live just outside Seattle, so it's kind of weird.
So, John's still out?
He dropped. So just give him a moment.
Okay. Can I,
So
Can I do things?
yeah, why don't we do a movement of the other guys, as I'm assuming he's just basically moving down this street. He cautiously enters this street as he's hearing things. Who's going to play Uker? Mark, you've got Uker?
Yeah, I've got Uker.
Oh,
there's Uker. You must have a...
So on his token it says 28 4-bomb shield. I don't know if that's how many he used or how many he's got left.
I got a feeling that's his strength.
yeah, that's his strength.
Oh, 28 is his strength. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Isn't it hard? No, isn't he 31?
Uker has 1 bull strength potion remaining. Bull strength, running, and large person and shield ran out. Okay.
And his mutagen going.
Yep. Yeah, mutagen I think lasts. 10
So shouldn't he have a 30 strength then if he's got... Because he would have his alchemical bonus of 4. There's endurance... bull strength would give him another 4.
No, he's
I
got 1
remember
bull
31.
strength potion remaining. He doesn't have it drunk at this point.
Oh,
Okay.
so that ran out.
Yep.
So it's a 28 then, or 27?
Well, shouldn't it be a 26 then?
His strength is 20. Strength
Four
gives him
for-
2.
The size gives him 2, or
Yep.
the
Mutagen gives him 4.
where's the other 2 come from?
So mutagen, strides, strength. It was rage.
Rage gives another 4, so
4.
can't be that.
Yeah, it's not that. Not sure.
Okay, we can just recalculate it to what we think it
Yeah.
should be.
All right.
Wait, our
Unless
broadcast
28
is
is his
skipping.
damage, because there was.
Oh, that could be. Yeah, that very well could be.
Yep. Because
So
if I go on to a few tokens, Zildon's got 2 damage.
Yeah.
Stumpworth and Lemmy have a bit of damage. Uker, I think, got hit in that last fight, and I don't think you guys paused for very long.
No, we didn't.
We didn't pause at all.
You're right. I think rounds are still going by. So, John, who's recovering lost connection again.
No. So Marty, Cyrix just said that it's skipping out. Our
Is
feed.
it?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what. It seems fine to me. I'm not getting.
So XSplit's saying it's got 0 dropped frames. Interesting. Maybe internet's poor on West Coast or something.
Yeah, I keep dropping out. I don't know what's wrong. Like, I have totally normal. I can browse internet.
Okay, I'm also watching the live stream, but just with audio off.
So am I.
The
It seems fine.
video's looking pretty good.
It's so confusing when I leave the volume on because I keep hearing. Wait, I heard. Why did you say that again?
Okay, let's.
It seems fine. I haven't gotten. Okay, both hasn't gone 3 minutes without a loss of connection.
Okay, great. Yeah, John's. We use VC instead of Skype because it's. I think it's a lower bandwidth than Skype or Google Video Chat, and given that we're all across North America, some of our internet connections are questionable at certain points. We use this program instead, and it seems to auto recover very nicely as much as internet does drop. So it's the reason why you may not recognize this particular program. It has a very low bandwidth footprint. As you can see, the 3 of us are able to talk. Myself, Ahmed, and Mark, and John seems to be having fits with his router or something.
Usually, we've played this with multiple people, 6 people or so,
Yep.
7.
Yeah.
So, yeah, strange occurrence, not expected.
I'm gonna try to restart my modem and router. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Drop out of a call and then reconnect.
Before you go, all right, he's gone.
All right, so Galeth has ridden. I guess he's got a torch in hand because he's got light. He's ridden into the street, and he pauses for a moment as he's looking over at this building, and then he looks down this way, and then there's he looks basically all like in 3 directions: down this way, and then at this building, and seems to be making a decision as to where to go. Lokrik is just moving up to back him up. Come on, is what he says. And his brow furrows as he catches a glance at the butchery inside this building as he passes near a door. Oberon is quietly waiting for Azildon.
Yeah, Azildon's coming. He's actually going to run to Uker.
Yep.
And he's going to sacrifice
He's injured.
his domain spell, because I don't think that's going to come in handy. His 2nd level domain spell, and give him a cure moderate wounds.
Okay, people are injured. Is 28 his damage?
Yeah, that's what we figure.
Okay. I didn't realize that. Lemmy would have dropped the heal on him as well. I moved him from here.
He'll need some more. He heals 13, so he's got 15 left.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll come over here.
Oberon simply moves up. It is.
I'm gonna drop a heal.
It is unfortunate. Yes, he looks at the. He actually winces when he looks into the building. It's unfortunate, yes, but we must keep moving.
Yeah, Zildin just looks grim, and when he sees that, like, and feels less bad about killing these creatures.
Yeah,
he's never seen before.
The slaughter basically is there was probably around 10 villagers that tried to make a stand in this building, and the villagers, almost out of frustration from the orcs, or perhaps something to do while they're waiting, chop them up into bits. There isn't one body that is in less than 10 bits.
That's pretty awful.
It's just kind of like this churning slaughter along the ground everywhere.
What? So it's an entire species of serial killers, what you're telling me. That's it, kill the half-orcs too. Can't risk it.
You're playing good characters.
Oh, right, sorry. Next party.
Yeah, I was just describing the slaughter. It was more like fish churn, like of like 10 people kind of throughout the ground.
Chum.
And stuff. It's like chum. Chum's the word I was looking for. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to move Zildin and the others up as you guys are looking into this building and kind of getting angry. The Nethergeist, for those that with dark vision, is looks like it's kind of floating away. It doesn't look like it's super aggressive. It looks like it almost like forgot you were there and it's just floating along the side of the cliff.
That's right, you run away.
I think Lokrik is the only one that can see it, right? He's the only one with dark vision?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my wand to cure
Uker?
Uker. Yeah.
Okay, while you're doing that,
So-
Sir Galeth, give me a perception check, because you can hear noise still throughout the town.
How many charges are you using, Ahmed?
How much does he have?
He's
How
got
many
15
charges
damage.
can I make?
So 3. I use 3 charges on him.
Alright, so he'll
Okay,
be...
so you guys are standing there for 3 rounds. Lokrik is going to continue to move up to back up the paladin. Double move 1 round. Oberon's going to cautiously follow Lokrik.
Don't get ahead of yourself there, my boy.
And then what was the... let me just expose the die rolling.
16 on the perception check.
Okay. Yeah, just let me adjust the windows for a second. So we can share our die rolls with those at home.
Getting excited about numbers. It's D&D.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah. I'll take those 3 rounds and cure him.
Okay.
We can move while we do this.
16. There's the sound of yelling coming from down the street. Like, you don't speak Orcish, do you?
Nope. Do you speak Boslandic, though?
There is a guttural yelling, like an argument between perhaps invaders. There is quiet but hustled movement of goods in this like manual labor is what's going on inside this building, like and shuffling of things, and it doesn't look like fighting, but there is the sounds of more yelling towards what you think you see in the kind of silhouette against the night sky is like some towers, maybe some little bit of smoke and leftover fire coming from one of the towers. And you can hear yelling and this really, really deep voice. Do you speak Giant?
No.
Like just super low, not human, probably not even orc. That you can hear like order, and you also hear some snarls, dog-like snarls maybe coming from this area.
To the west. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay. Marty, I'm going to move the group down here because we could have moved while we cast.
Yeah. So Galeth has moved. Go ahead and move one more round, Galeth. as you guys are doing single moves and tapping with wands and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so that's 2 moves for me. I have 1 more move for the third last round.
Okay, Galeth, you do see that there is a smithy, and there are a considerable number of bodies outside the smithy.
I don't think I can see that far.
Oh.
I don't have low light vision.
Okay.
I moved people, just so you guys are aware.
that's cool.
Okay, you can hear the argument. Okay, now you can see the smithy, and you can see a lot of bodies outside the smithy. Like orcs tried to attack the smithy and failed.
Oh, there. Okay, that wasn't so bad.
Yep. Let me just draw the door to the smithy. We'll say the door is right here, or one of the doors, anyways. And it looks like orcs and those weird skull-revealing dogs had sort of a pitched battle here. There are no manfolk bodies amongst these. Some of them look like they were just tossed out of the smithy too. But right now you can hear yelling. A husky female voice in a strange tongue, as well as guttural male voices. So you ride up. What are you doing?
Stand to! Show yourselves, invaders!
Can you move?
There's a short conversation inside as they're probably deciding what to do. Give me a perception check.
Can we double move for a round?
Yep.
During this?
Yep.
Okay. Done.
20.
You can see that they're hiding on either side of the door. You could actually see one of their legs. He's got cover, but it's targetable.
I charge him.
You could charge right up to the door and hit the guy. Hit the guy in the
That's
leg.
what I'm doing.
He's
Nice.
also got an axe ready though, but
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I could probably put a lance through the wall into one of these guys. But yeah, let's do it.
These are some of them are like the lower halves are stone building. This being a smithy has stone parts of the building, and then there are thick logs. So I don't know if you could stick a lance through like log cabin, but maybe one day.
One day.
It's good to have goals, as I commonly say.
Exactly. That's the thing.
Adamantine lance. That's all you
Right. Just
Level 7. Oh yeah.
level 7.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Let's do this.
So I actually want to roll initiative because he's got a ready to action to attack you when you come near, and then you're charging in. So this may be
Dun, dun, dun.
this may be pertinent, and then to get the other guys involved. So I'm going to go to the initiative sheet, which I kind of give you previews of the last game. I'll give flashes of it this time. I won't block the actual scene. I noticed when I was uploading the videos that sometimes I block the map when I showed the initiative. So the Nethergeist is actually not doing anything. The Orc Invaders, that's what these guys are.
Damn it.
They roll a 6. Zildan, what'd you roll?
17.
What about for Uker?
13.
Initiative?
Yep.
I roll for Lowkirk.
Galeth, you rolled an 18?
Correct.
I'll put it in.
2.
Lowkirk got a 15.
I can't edit the
Okay.
sheet for some reason.
Yeah, you have to click edit. It's a shared... and then
Are
I'll
you telling
actually
me?
roll-
Are you telling me how to do it?
Yeah.
I've only been doing this for 2 years, 3 years.
Longer than that.
Man.
Yeah, a long time.
Sometimes you
I'm
forget
not
things.
done. Shut up. I got kids.
I have kids.
It's his excuse every time.
Excuse for ineptitude. Quite,
I don't know how to play D&D. I have
And
kids.
anybody's got kids, like, oh, okay, that's why.
Yep. Lack of
I killed
sleep,
that
you
guy
got
in his garage. I have kids.
it. Oh, I got kids. All
You're
right, buddy.
excused.
Try harder next time.
I didn't pay my taxes for 10 years. I have kids.
Kids are expensive, man. It's okay.
Yes.
No, pay your taxes. Don't kill people. Don't be an idiot. Not necessarily all in that order. Azildan, you're actually first to react.
Okay, Zildan.
And then Galeth is carrying a torch. Is that why he's lit?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. His torch is his shield.
My shield is my shield.
You can just cast light on your shield, by the way.
You could do that.
He's gonna double move.
For some reason, paladins don't have light as a spell. I don't know why that is, but they don't.
Here.
So, Sir Galeth, you kind of notice how fleet of foot Isildan is. Like, when he wants to move, he just kind of skips along the ground and moves pretty quickly. Again, Isildan's move is like 50, I think.
It is 50, yeah.
Yeah. He'd give Lamry a good run for money over short distances. Galeth.
I will charge. As part of my charge, I will free action drop my torch and draw my lance.
Okay, you charge because you beat him in initiative.
It's flat-footed.
He's flat-footed.
And he doesn't get any attack. But he can't reach
He doesn't get an
anyways.
attack anyway. Well, he'd get a ready action, I guess.
His ready action, he could have 5-foot stepped in, but then he would have incurred. Well, there's cover involved, so he wouldn't have gotten AOO. I wouldn't have incurred an AOO. This guy with cover has an AC of 19, flat-footed becomes 18. Oh, he's not raging yet either. So these guys are wearing chainmail.
Loincloths.
No, they're wearing chainmail.
Stupid CR10s.
He's AC 20. He's AC 20.
Good lord.
Oh.
Alright.
Wait a second, that doesn't make sense. 17 with cover is 21, and then flat-footed is 20. Yeah, it's AC 20.
Alright.
You can do these.
Oh, I missed.
Okay, so the lance goes thrusting into the room. You've got your charge penalties. Also, yeah. Okay, so you're in the door, and the warrior just scrambled back from that. Uker, and then Loker.
Uker.
I think I can just keep going.
Was it a ride by? No, it was a charge. I think you end.
It's always a ride by, unless I decide it's not.
Yeah.
Uker double moves to there.
Ride by attack isn't something you have to declare, it just happens.
Yeah, I think you're charged though. I think you end at your attack.
No, but ride by isn't something you declare, it's just part of the way charges behave for you if you're mounted.
Okay, Uker moves up. There's
Otherwise, every charge attack would be a ride by attack for me.
Oh, hang on, he can move up farther. I forgot he's got Barbarian.
But I'm not sure if I can get past that corner, so.
No, I'll just leave him there for now.
okay. So there's a lot of meat. Oberon and Lokrik.
Let's see. I think Lokrik will... Let me look at his character sheet real quick. Lokrik.
He's got Expeditious Retreat up, but I think that's still running.
Yeah,
it
it's
should
like
be.
10 minutes per level or something, minutes per level.
Yeah, it should still be running for him.
Mm-hmm.
How many
Cast it.
Bard songs does he have left? He's got 13 per day. How many has he used?
He also has lingering, right?
Yeah.
There should be X's beside his number. Give me a second. No, I didn't keep track of it really well. He's used, we'll say, 5.
Okay.
Oh, there is an X, yeah, but they're not.
There's an X. What does it mean? What does it mean?
I'll keep track of that as his token.
Okay.
Bard song used. He's going to use 1 right now, is what you're saying?
Yeah, he's gonna start. Inspire courage.
No, yeah, he's singing in his baritone voice.
Basso, baritone, opera singer.
Oberon. Oberon is just simply going to move up.
And he'll use a move action to move forward 20 feet.
Oberon double moves. Orc invaders. Okay, these guys are tough-looking half-orcs with great axes.
Oh, we've met them before, have we?
Yep.
Uh-huh, we don't like them.
This guy steps forward, I guess, here, and is going to attack Sir Galeth.
Okay.
Actually, 2 of them are going to attack. One of them basically is attacking around a corner, so you've got cover from one of them. The guy who's right in the that's right in the door doesn't have cover. So here's the one who's right in the doorway. So your non-cover AC, AC 15.
Miss.
And then an axe attack with cover, AC 20.
Miss, even without cover.
So a bunch of great axes are swinging through the doorway. They're chopping at the...
Shield!
One of them chops at the lintel. You get the sense that a lot of blood has been spilled just inside the smithy. As you can see, trails of blood as somebody has been throwing bodies out of the smithy. Let's go with Lemio and then the Runeshod friendlies.
Lemio's going to move. Oh, no, not that dude. There we go. He's gonna come up. Wait, no, there's a building there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, as far as you can go.
Okay.
Lemmy's going to hop up on... Actually, from... I can't stand on top of him. Crap. Can Lemio reach the this building here?
From the top of Stumpworth?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can scramble on to the top. Give me a climb check.
If it requires a climb check, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
These roofs,
In there, buddy.
These roofs are definitely have peak to them. You can give me a knowledge geography as to what the significance of that is.
Okay. Knowledge geographica. I don't have it. Just kidding.
Knowledge nature.
Just kidding. 1d20 plus 7. I have both.
Or a knowledge architecture engineering.
26.
Peaked roofs normally mean that the place gets snow. They have winters.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Glad I brought my fur coat. It's not real fur, though.
It's the middle of summer.
natural.
It's warm, or it's it's late summer here. Yeah, or a lot of rain. You don't want things pooling on top of your roof and collapse because there's too much snow. Zildin.
All right, Zildin. Can he see? I guess they got cover, right? He's half-board?
Yeah, you're firing into a doorway. Yeah, they've got cover. You're in point-blank shot, though. And they are now raging.
Yeah, okay. He'll take a shot at them. Flurry of blows.
Okay.
How many arrows do you have left? I have lots. Sweet. I've got 57 arrows. What happened to my combat sheet? Oh, there we go. D20 plus. I can't remember. Is Bard Song going?
Bard Song is now
Yes.
going. Plus
Yes,
one.
it is going. Yeah. So it's an extra +1 plus point blank shot at Owl's Wisdom. So plus 11. There we go.
Azildin's bow begins to thrum as arrows go flying past Lamry and Sir Galeth into the opening of the doorway where Orc Flesh is waiting.
AC 30
Yeah.
and AC 14.
AC 14 hits the side paneling on the door, but AC 30 hits an orc right in the chest.
Okay.
What's your range?
For what?
Crit
For
range.
bow? Oh,
It's 20.
20.
One day it'll be
Yeah,
19.
yeah.
but-
one day it'll be good.
10th level will be a 19. I've got it planned.
I will
It's all planned out.
I will open up the crit chart because I assume that there's going to be some combat tonight.
Nah.
We've turned on you, cheek. Turn-
We're all
You
going to
paid
become
for that.
uber pacifists and convince
Yes.
the orcs of
So,
the wrong doing.
15 damage for
Trampling
that arrow.
them.
15 damage, okay. The orc is still standing and fighting with an arrow sticking out of his chest. The armor may have stopped part of it. Yeah, he's still in his blood rage. So, Galeth, your charge penalties for AC are gone.
I don't have charge penalties for AC.
Oh, nice.
I'm a
Cavalier.
cavalier.
Yes.
Ha ha ha. I'll take a 5-foot step back.
Yeah.
How about it?
Okay, this
And
this guy does not have cover because you can plainly see him. You've got line of sight with him. This guy does.
well, I'm gonna poke him in the face.
Poke the guy with the out cover?
The damage guy, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck yeah. Wow, okay, that's a natural 1. That probably would have hit him, though, so...
Yes, with cover, he has AC 19. So you swiped, your lance actually bent, and it snapped back, and the power of the snap back almost made you drop your lance, and Lamry stumbled back from the doorway. She didn't get her attacks off, because I think you just took a 5-foot step
Correct.
away from her. Okay. This gives room for Uker, however.
Yeah, I'm just going through Uker's stuff. He's got a masterwork axe? Yes, so he's at plus.
We have nothing magical.
No, well, I'm just making sure it's not a regular great axe.
So, large creature attacking into a medium-sized doorway, these orcs have cover against Uker.
Yeah, he's got a 26 strength right now, so I'm okay with that.
He winds the axe up like a... and just sticks
Uker, go through wall!
Bust down the door!
Uker smash!
Alright, melee Olympics.
Yeah.
Alright, and...
Orc tossing competition.
He's plus 11 with power attack. AC 29.
Yep.
Suck it!
the axe hit orc.
Offhand, nobody know what a large great axe does?
Think 3d6.
3d6.
6 plus 12 plus 6 from power
The thought
attack.
crossed my mind. I'm like, the first set of enemies I'm throwing at you are orcs and their great axes. I'm like, this is going to be...
Oh, minimum damage 22.
3 ones.
Yeah.
22 is 37. The orc is still up, but he's way past bloodied. He's not in that disabled state yet, though, although he's half orc. He looks really injured and cries out in pain. Lokrik, I'm assuming, is lingering his bard song.
Yes. And he will continue to advance.
Okay, he's moving at 50 with expeditious retreat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Duh. Okay.
So you
Get
should
up
be
there.
you should be right up in there, right?
Yeah, he should already be up there.
Okay, Oberon. Where's the Geist? Where is the Geist? It didn't come down, is what Lokrik says. And Oberon seems really concerned about the incorporeal undead that he cannot see, that you're moving in a roundabout way closer to. Orc invaders. Okay, this guy who got just destroyed in front of the doorway is going to not step out into the street.
Smart.
He's going to take a 5-foot step back while his friend steps out in the street. There's no AO because he's coming through the cover of a doorway. I think I'm just going to attack the guy on the horse. I kind of understand that better than Uker. He comes out roaring. He's speaking in a mixture of Orcish and Vostlandic and says, "The oracle is ours!" Natural 1. 26.
Would have hit.
Would have hit, yeah. So he takes a swing, but he wound up his swing like this, and he attacked, and then his axe got stuck in the lintel of the doorway and had to like pull it out, and then went stumbling forward, exposing himself. A bad place to be. The other orc invader is basically going full defense. So he's inside the door. Some of you can't see him. Lemio. You're muted, Ahmed.
Yes, I was trying to avoid the background crying and screaming and yelling. Lemio sees the beacon over there. Low light vision.
Yes, if we click... Yes, it's in shadowy. You see the beacon. Unlit, obviously.
He's going to get Stumpy to... How high is this? Sorry, how tall is this building, Marty?
If you want to try to get by... You can climb up onto the building. You can also squeeze. Squeezing costs double if you don't want to get an AOO from that orc. There's enough room around Lamry to squeeze.
Okay, so that would be 10. And then
That would be 20.
20. Yeah, it'd be 30. 40.
Well, no, that would be 30, because you don't want to go into that square.
30.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay, let's start over
Yeah,
here.
it'll be 40 to get to about here, just to kind of speed it up.
40 to there? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So, 50, 60. Did I just take a dead guy with me? No, I didn't. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, so Stumpworth kind of shimmies along the wall to stay away from the orc, and then moves forward. He's able to do that. He's able to do that because you're riding him, and he's smart, so he can take actions like that. Trying to order Stumpworth to do something like that with an int of 3 might be a little more difficult.
Can Lemmy hop down as a move and get there?
Yeah.
Okay. I get there and I cast light.
Actually, yes, you can. So you hop down. You can make a ride check DC 20 to hop down as a free action, move, and then cast, or you're getting down as a move and then moving over, and that's the end of your turn.
I don't see anything else threatening here. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. I will take a move and then 2 moves. So that's my turn.
So there's a beautiful a spring that is tumbling off the cliff that I've labeled as the Eostra Spring and Reservoir. So there's a bit of spray that's kind of hitting Lemmy. Lemmy, as a druid, you feel the power of nature in this particular spring. Like there's an invigorating feeling from the spring.
Is there a knowledge nature or knowledge something, arcana or something that I can use? Can this give me a boost somehow? I've seen Guyan give me a boost before.
It would be a place worth exploring, or perhaps worth protecting.
Okay, got it.
Runeshod friendlies. There's a woman inside that basically she's pretty beat up, but she's going to charge the defensive orc to try to put him down. Plus the charge, AC 12. No. Okay, so there are half orcs battling with axes inside the forge. Zildin.
Okay, Zildin is going to fire at half orcs warrior 1.
Okay, the one that stumbled out into the street.
Yes. 20 plus 11. AC 13.
The chainmail of the orc stops that arrow, and then you adjust your aim.
AC 29.
Hitting him in the cheek.
D8 plus 9. 14 damage.
Okay. He's growling, and it looks really silly as he's kind of munching on an arrow while he's growling, sticking out of his face. He's still fighting.
Tenacious, aren't they? Gotta admire the no quit attitude.
Sir Gallup.
Okay. Lamry will fight this round.
Okay, I also noticed that Lamry should be taking a -1 for size on her attack when I was looking through character sheets. So she's at a +7, not a +8.
Oh.
With Bard Song, it's +8 though. So go ahead.
Oh, that's what I was rolling for.
Yeah.
So hit, miss.
Wait, what was the D20 +8? The 18. Is that 3 hits and then?
Oh, that's my roll to have her fight alongside me.
Got it. Just happens to be the same.
Yep. It's my ride check.
Yeah, 2 hits. Was it hoof bite or bite hoof?
It's bite hoof. 8, 11, so 19 damage.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to get in a fight with a horse.
9,
especially not this horse.
33.
Then I'll 5-foot step back and put a lance in him.
Okay, Lamry just unceremoniously moving through bodies in the street.
AC 19.
AC 19 hits, scores home. As basically Lamry pinned the orc up against the wall. As he's coming back, you wheel around and stick a lance into him.
15 damage.
15 damage puts him into that funny state.
Oh my, that funny state that never happens.
With orcs, it happens quite often.
Oh, he's only half orc,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got a round to get like all the healing. Uker.